There are days that you have it and there are days that you lack it. And when you don't have it as a human being, what do? Would you adapt like these things? Will you adapt to the situations that you are facing? Will you adapt to the obstacles? Would you accept your condition? Would you condition yourself to adopt a different style of living when you don't have those things? The same in football, I've talked about it. You might play this. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel for another interesting video. In today's video, I'm going to equate the life that we live today to football and football that people do play. The first thing in life is you have to, for you to be successful, even though people tend to define success in terms of the acquisition of the material things, yeah, some people do agree success is when you have accumulated a lot of money, or success is when you are famous, or success is when you help a lot of people in the community. I'm not here to define your success. You know what you define as success for yourself. And for you to attain that level of success, you have to take this point carefully. Let me start with football. Football is a game that has a lot of passion and a lot of emotions. And people do like those things, especially when they're emotionally connected to something. Yeah, but in today's video, let me elaborate the life that we live today and the football that we watch on this TV, or the football game that people do play. The first thing is football has some rules that each team, club, and player has to respect for them to be successful. And the same apply in this life. If you want to be successful, you have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline yourself. Discipline is everything. Motivation is nothing. Motivation fundamentally is for losers. Motivation is for losers and discipline is for winners. If you don't discipline yourself, you will not go anywhere. Like, let me take the case in football. In football, any club, any football club has internal rules and regulation that govern the club, and everybody has to obey those rules and regulation for the club to be successful. Is it at the top level? Is it on the pitch? Is it anywhere? The first thing is, in life, you have to discipline yourself. You have to discipline yourself. Like, I'm working today, I don't have any affair with alcohol from Monday to Friday. Oh, today I don't have to go to that place because I have to sleep at this time and wake up at this time and work. That is the same that it applies in football, and the same applies in life. And secondly is, in football, you have to, as a club, you can see the light of Real Madrid, the light of Bayern, the light of Manchester City, the light of Chelsea, the light of Barcelona, the light of Juventus, the light of Manchester United, or Arsenal, or Napoli, or Liverpool, or Tottenham. All these clubs, they have a goal, or they have goals. As an individual in your life, you must have goals or you must have a goal. If uh, you talk to this towering club today, the like of Real Madrid, what is your goal this season? Real Madrid will tell you, I want to win everything. Like any football club has a goal. Is it to win this title? Is it to win La Liga? Is it to win the Champions League? Is it to win domestic cup? That is a goal. And as an individual, you have to know what you want. Is your goal to study and become a professor? Is your goal to impact others' life? Is your goal to assemble and mobilize people? Is your goal to become a politician one day? That is also a goal. You have to know what you want to make your way easier. And also in football, it's very simple. In football, any team knows that I can win and I can fail at the same time. Like any team is optimistic. Like they cultivate the culture of optimism. The culture of optimism. Even if they win a game, they are optimistic. They are optimistic about their performance. Even if they lose the game, they lost the game or lose the game. I'm not an English teacher. They are still optimistic about the result and see what went wrong so that they can adjust, readjust, practice, and learn. You get me? Like in football, once you have a goal, it allows you to be optimistic. And the same applies in this life. If you have a goal and the first challenge stops you from running toward your goal, you cannot make it. It will be very difficult for you to make it. Yeah, it will be very difficult for you to make this thing happen if you don't have a goal, because the goal is the road to your dreams. And if you lack that goal, any obstacles that you face on your way, it is going to pull you down and make you think that you are not confident. We can take the case of the World Cup. How many teams are going to participate in Qatar? 32 countries with 32 nations with 32 nations would participate in the World Cup in Qatar, but only one deserves to win that title to become the world champion. But all the 32 teams, they are optimistic and confident about winning that World Cup. And in your life, you have to be optimistic about your goals. You have to see things in the positive way. Yeah, for you to be able to make it, you have to believe it. If you don't believe that you can make it, you will fail. Consistency. Consistency. Consistency is the foundation of the success in football. You can take the case of Premier League. You can take the case of La Liga. You can take the case of Serie A. You can take the case of uh, France League One. A club or a team which is consistent from day one to the final day of the competition wins the competition. Because if your target is to win the competition, you have to train yourself, you have to learn from your mistake, and you have to program yourself and play well. And the same applies in this life. If you are not consistent about anything, if you are not consistent in anything that you want to achieve, it is going to be very complex for you to make it if you are not consistent. Consistency is the key because it allows you to sustain your performance at the top level or at the lowest level. Consistency is everything. Another one, this one is very interesting. This one is very interesting. I'm describing football. I'm equating football at the top level. I'm coming down on the field. And also, any team has a style and a strategy of playing. Any team has his own style of playing. If you see a team like Chelsea, they practice the same, a different style of playing like Barcelona. If you see a team like Real Madrid, they have a different style of playing compared to Juventus. And at the end of the day, what is important is to win that title, is to achieve that goal. This is for you to be successful. It is part of your success. You have to be strategic. You have to be strategic. If you're a strategist, bro, my sister, it is going to be so easy. It is going to be, things are going to be smooth and you will enjoy it. Yeah, I've talked about the consistency. If you are not consistent, do not expect any result because you will fail. You will fail. Life is not an hazardous game that you just wake up, bam, you make it. Even if you make it today, you fail tomorrow. The same applies to football. The same applies to football or in football. I'm not an English teacher. Another one, this one is interesting. Very, very interesting. As a team, let me go on the ground. Let me describe football now. As a team, any team have designed their style of playing. Is it counter-attacking football? Is it possession football? You know, is it defensive football? Any team has his style of playing football. And as a team, for you to score a goal, you have to go and look for that goal. You will not defend the whole day and expect a goal to come your side. That is impossible. You have to go attack, even if you're a counter-attacking team. You have to be strategic and develop ways that will allow you to score goals so that you can defend, you can close the game. The same applies in this life. If you want something, you have to go after that thing. If you want something, you have to go after that thing. Create your strategy and go after what you want. Is all the things, all the things are confident about winning. I've mentioned it. Everyone who chases the zebra do not get it, but who get it chase it. For you to win something, you have to be among those who are participating in that competition. For you to win the World Cup, you have to play the World Cup that year. For you to win the Champions League, you have to participate in the Champions League and play. And for you to win in La Liga, you have to play La Liga. And for you to win in Serie A, you have to be in the Serie A, you perform, and you go after the title. My point is, if you are just every day, oh, planning, planning to start, planning to do, planning to engage, planning to assemble, planning to mobilize, planning to educate yourself, you will not do it. Just wake up, you start it. Start it. Once you start, you believe in yourself in the process. You don't believe in yourself when you have not engaged with what you want to do. Yeah. In football, you believe that you can win the title when you have played many games and you have seen the chemistry amongst the players, the team. You now realize I can make it, and the same apply in this life. The same apply in this life. If you want something, go after that thing. If you want something, go after it. Start right now, regardless of the financial difficulties that you face. It should not be the stopping point. It should not be something that blocks you to jump from one side of life to another. Another interesting thing with football is I was talking about that one. You can't just stay in your defense, defend 90 minutes and expect to score a goal. For you to score a goal, you have to go after and look for that goal. This is how football describes life. And for you to win anything in that life, you have to chase it. And chasing the thing that you want does not automatically mean that you are going to get it, but you have to be optimistic that you are going to get it. Even if I don't get this time, you learn from your mistake. Even if you don't get the next time, you learn from your mistake, and it is going to grow your confidence and open your brain and allows you to mitigate the stress and the challenges that you think can put you down. And also, football is very interesting. This point is very interesting. For a team like Manchester United, for a team like Bayern Munich, Manchester City, Barcelona, to play possessing football and attacking football is risky. Even Liverpool do play the same. Playing attacking football is very risky, and playing the same defensive football is risky. You get my point? Attacking football is risky, and defensive football is risky. When you attack, you risk that they can score you the goal. And when you defend, you risk that they can score you a goal. Because when you attack, you leave space, they can counter-attack you and score you goals. And when you defend, you can penalty, you can easily cause penalty, you can easily many challenges which are your disadvantage. And my point is, for you to win a game as a team, you have to take risk. And the same applies in this life. Oh, in life, if you want something, you have to take some risk. Without risk, you will not reach the top. Without risk, you will not make it. Without risk, If something is not making you fear, if you don't fear anything, it means that thing is not important. That is it is not going to take you anywhere. Like you have to take the risk, and those risks would direct you to win what you want. And even if you don't win, you have won. Even if you have not, even if you don't win, you have won in another way. You have won in another way. Yeah. Risk taking is the first step in life if you want to be successful. When I mean risk taking, I'm not telling you to go and take the risk that will allow you to become frustrated, depressed, and commit suicide. No, I mean the risk that, oh, it can frustrate you, and the frustration now you internalize it, and it gives you more power to face the obstacles. That is the type of risk that I'm talking about, because I'm not talking about that risk. I mean, you have to take risk the way these footballers they take in football. They open the game, they want to go and score, and the opponent can counter-attack them and score the goal and close the game. I mean you to take that type of risk. That is the point. Very interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's so, so powerful. Very interesting and powerful. You know, the World Cup in Qatar, the Champions League this season, the Premier League, this any team or any nation can win the title. But the first thing is the mindset of those who have to participate in that cup. The first thing is the mindset. If you have a positive mindset, you can make it. That one is, I talk about it, optimism. It's very important, very important. I talk about consistency, optimism, and I will talk about something that will help you to be successful in your life, depending the type of success that you want. The first thing is learning. Learning, educating yourself is very important. When you see football, any team has maybe 4 to 5 style of playing. You see Man City, they can play 4-4-3, they can play 4-2-3, they can play 4-2. They have many style of playing. Like they adapt the game according to the team that they will play. Like they adapt according to the situation. The situations are their is it their opposite, or the competitors, or someone they are going to play against. Let me put it like that. Like a team, any team has many style of playing, which the same applies in life. Like you see a team like Barcelona, at times they play with 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, 4 or 3 strikers. I want to take this life and put and compare to this life. Many teams have different style of playing. When the conditions or the condition favors them to play this style, they adopt it. And when the condition favor them to play this style, they go for it. And those conditions are when the players are sick, they have injuries, they have so many things. They adapt with the players that they have. Let me come back to life. In life, there are days that you will have and days that you will lack. This one is very important. There are days that you are going to have it and days that you are going to lack it. Is it money? Is it love? Is it support? Is it knowledge? Is it so many other things? This type of players, but the next game they are not fit to play. You have to bring the new ones. The same apply in this life. Today you have money, tomorrow you are broke. How are you going to behave? How are you going to interact with people? How are you going to take care of your family? How are you going to see yourself? How are you going to to survive. It is very, very important. It is very, very important as what I'm telling you. Like, you have to adapt to this to the environment. Is it the environment or the situations that you go through as a person? Because every football team do that, and this one is very important too. This one is very important. People used to say, no, live in the present, don't care about the future. Bro, the present is the composition of the future. The present today is the composition of the future. If you don't build your foundation today very well, tomorrow it is going to collapse and you guys are going to find it difficult to survive. Yeah, like the point is, you have to sit down, you build the foundation so that tomorrow it should not collapse and put you in trouble. Yeah, that is how football is. Like during the transfer window, these players, they bring this new striker, they bring this defender, they bring this one, they bring this one, they bring this one, because they have because the clubs have projected themselves in the future. And the same has to apply in your life too, so that you should make it. I hope you like this video. This is part one. I'll come with part two.